almost wet because I really want to show you how to go in and smooth out this hair. She does have color treated hair and she has a little bit of bend to it, which tends to get frizzy due to weather. So I'm going to go into it with the style dryer. I have our round brush attachment that I'm just going to lock into place. Now this is amongst 4 other attachments that you get in this set, which is really cool. And I could explain for each reason for each of them later on. But I'm going to go into it. I'm going to take like a 1-inch section right in the front right here. And all I'm going to do is just brush through her hair, just like this. Now, we always like to develop products over at Calista to make styling your hair easier because it's all about making everything easy and safer for your hair.
Hey, Ryan, I have a question for you. So why are you using the round tool versus like the paddle?
You know what? With the paddle brush, it almost gets it a little bit too flat,
okay,
I'd say. So I like to go into it with the round brush because we're creating a bend in the hair once I put the rollers in. So you're almost defeating the purpose when you use the paddle brush to straighten the hair as if I were to go into it to get more bend with the round brush.
All right.
So I'm just going to go through and I'm just smoothing her hair out.
Now, what's really cool about this tool, Ryan, right, is the fact that this is like your blow dryer and your brush in one. So there's no like having to do 2 hands and tackle everything.
Yeah.
But here, with just a couple of passes, you're actually getting Madison's hair dry.
Right? Isn't that great? So it's great. It's like a 2-in-1. You're drying the hair as you're styling it. So it's goof-proof. Anybody can do this. So I'm going right through and I'm smoothing her hair out. But you see how fast I got that dry right there?
And it's a finished dry from wet. So it's not like you have to do a rough dry and then go back and smooth it out. You could do that if you wanted, but in this case, you're actually going from wet to a smooth dry with a couple of passes.
Correct. And it's great. We always tell people too, if you want to go into it with the style dryer, I would say don't start out with soaking wet hair. It might take you a little bit longer than you'd like. So I'd say start out with towel dried hair and go right into it with the style dryer, and you're going to create that style and dry your hair at the same time. So, I know as well as you know, we all have less and less time in the morning. It seems like every day I have less and less time in the morning. So anything that we can do for ourselves, skincare, doing your hair, whatever we can do that would look amazing with less time and less effort, I'm all for it.
Yeah, me too, right? I mean, who doesn't want to gain back 20, 30, 40 minutes of their day first thing in the morning? Now, the style dryer, even though we're using it right here on Madison's hair from wet hair to dry, can we use the style dryer on next day hair as well?
Yes, I love the style dryer on next day hair. Actually, that's my favorite type of hair to use it on. And it really just revamps that style that you put in it the day before. So it's amazing. It's not just a wet styling tool, it's definitely a dry styling tool as well.
So what's really cool about this is the fact that you can over-direct with this just like you would with a blow dryer and a brush. You can curl with this just like you would with a blow dryer and a brush. There are some other really cool attachments, so you can really straighten the hair with this. You can give volume to the hair with this. You can actually use it as a dryer if you still want to use a brush, like, if you had like a favorite boar bristle brush that you wanted to use, you could use it as that as well. And I love the fact that this dryer has 3 different heat settings, a hot, a warm, and a cool, and it also has 2 different fan settings. So you can, kind of do less intensity in the fan if you wanted to do like more of a rough dry, or you could do, more intensity.
And all depending on hair types. A lot of women who have either thinner or finer hair, you really don't need to crank the heat all the way up if you don't have to.
Yeah, and let's not forget to mention the fact that it's really lightweight as well.
Yes, it's so lightweight. And, but going into Madison's hair right here, she has a ton of hair. So it's nice because this barrel is so big that I can put a large amount of hair. I started out doing 1-inch sections in hair, but now I'm increasing it to about 2 to 3 inch sections now, and I'm still getting her hair completely dry.
So what's really cool is that we're seeing, again, this in action. Let me just show you guys again what you're getting here, because I think that this is super important for you guys to know. First of all, when you get this home, this is the way that you change the attachments, right? So that's the one that Ryan has on. There are these two buttons right here. You depress them, boom, and right over here, now you've got a blow dryer. You take that off. Now you've got a volumizing tool that helps bring the volume right at the root of the hair. And then when you want to turn it on, there are 3